Hey guys, it's your host Alicia Latoya, and you're back to another episode of the Black Create Connect podcast, with myself. And I feel like I've got an incredibly gifted and talented special guest with me today. He's a mental health advocate. He's also an artist as well, and a TED Talk speaker. Give up for Shocka.
In the building.
Shocka, what's going on?
I'm so good. Thanks for
yeah, no worries. Do you know what? So just for context, guys, so I met Shocka at an event maybe like a month ago.
Yeah, a month ago. Yeah.
About a month ago. How did you find out about that event?
What's her name? Ray.
Ray, I don't know who that
Ray?
is. No, I don't know
So
who
there's
that
a
is.
girl called Ray. She actually puts on the event.
Oh, I see.
And she
Okay.
hit me up saying, do you want to come and perform at the event?
Okay.
And I literally just came out of hospital.
I remember you
When
said.
she asked me. So I was like, I was feeling a bit shaky.
Unsure, yeah.
Unsure. So I was like, I want to get back in the flow of it. So I was like, let me do it.
Yeah.
And then I came down and this is how this connection happened. So
Yeah.
it was meant to happen.
Yeah. Honestly, like, just for context, everyone, like when I saw you at the show, like I said, and you went on stage, I had no intentions of even networking with people there, by the way. But I'm all about what I kind of get drawn to, and what I feel like would be an interesting story and an interesting experience to share. And when you kind of shared your experience and your journey, I was like almost in tears. I was like, oh my gosh, this is so deep. Yeah. And then I was with my boy Ray, and I was like, who is this guy? He's so good. He's like, you don't know who Shocka is? You don't know? Come on, man, you know who Shocka is. I said, that I'm out the loop with everything. Like I don't really pay attention too much, but yeah, I guess for those who don't know who you are, let's go back to the history of how Shocka started. Tell us.
So your boy Ray probably knew me from a group called Marvell.
Yeah.
I was in a grime group called Marvell for like 6 years, and we literally was like the voice of our generation. So he's probably, how old is he?
Ray's 29.
Yeah, you see what I'm saying? So I'm 33.
So what were some of the songs that you guys did that we might know?
No, you seem like someone that was into like R&B. And, like,
I was the Ushers.
I could just see it. I could just feel it. I feel like he's into like your Ushers.
Say my name. Say my name.
You was over there.
That was
so
with me.
Probably, I feel like the respect for the UK scene has just come like recently, everyone's locked in. But them times, girls weren't really.
Nah.
You had the grime girls, but like, the majority wasn't really.
No, but I thought back then that I was into grime because I listened.
But you probably knew the big ones like Kano. Like, the ones that crossed.
Yeah.
But like, so our biggest song was a song called Marvel Music.
Okay, how does it go?
It goes, since we stepped on the scene, the lights went. Nah, you know.
I don't know.
We had a song called Marvel Music. We had a mixtape though called Marvel FM. And that's what got everyone locked in because we couldn't get onto the radio.
Right.
Can I swear on this?
Feel free to be who you want to be.
That's
but yeah,
feels, right?
Is that my phone?
We couldn't get onto the radio, so we thought, fuck this, we're gonna make our own radio station. So we made this mixtape called Marvel FM, which is like literally just saying this is our thing since they don't want to let us in, and then everyone just gravitated towards it.
Okay.
Everyone was locked in, so we made Marvel FM 1, put that out for free. That got like 5,000 downloads.
Okay, that's good for the first.
At the time, we didn't know how big it was because you couldn't physically see the people.
Yeah.
Like your friend Ray, that's probably the first time we've like ran into each other after all these years. Yeah. Listening to us. So we just thought 5,000 downloads was the norm. Yeah. Because we came out in the era where like Chipmunk was out.
Yeah, I remember.
He had Oopsie Daisy and he was killing it. And Tinie. So that was like the norm to us. And then we put out Marvel FM 2 that got 10,000 downloads, and then Marvel FM 3, and then we met Drake. That's when.
How was that?
That was like, he wasn't Drake of today though.
Yeah, like what? Yeah, what was the setting? How did you meet him?
So we was recording in a studio called Metropolis.
In London?
In London. It's in Chiswick. So whenever these American artists come to London, they go to Metropolis. It's like everyone goes there to record.
Oh, is it?
So there's always someone big in there. Like the week before he came in there, Lady Gaga was in there, and Eminem and Cheryl Cole. So we're used to seeing people in there.
So can anyone book in there?
No, you can't. It's like
it's exclusive.
It's exclusive.
Okay.
But the guy that was in my group was a director.
Right.
He used to shoot video. He was like a director that was signed to Metropolis.
Ah,
so
I see.
when we weren't doing nothing, we used to go see him just to like piss him off and chill. And then we're coming in, and Drake's sitting on the stairs having a cigarette. And we was
Drake smokes
at the time.
He didn't look like a smoker
at the time.
But
at the time, he does smoke, by the way. But him and his producer 40 was like having a little cigarette. Maybe it was 40 having a cigarette. You might be right. Maybe it was 40 having a cigarette. And we was just listening to Successful with Trey Songz.
Okay.
Because that's the song he had out. That was his big song he had out. And we was walking past him and then we skirted back. And we was like, Drake. And he was like, yo, what up, man? Like, he was like, what you doing here? He's like, I'm just riding with Rihanna. He was like, Rihanna's... So that's what I always... Not even I regret it now because I feel like everything happens for a reason and I feel like I'm going to see him again.
Yeah, you will.
I will.
We're putting it out there in the universe.
Yeah, we're going to cross paths again. And I'm happy I got that footage of when we met so I can show...
Oh, you got a picture? Yeah. Oh, you got a video? Oh, wicked.
So, who was that? Rihanna's in there. So that threw us off. Because we're not even thinking about it anymore. So we ran in and Rihanna was in there and in her nightgown and like...
In her nightgown?
Yeah, like she stayed the night in there.
Is that type of studio where you can just stay overnight?
Yeah.
Okay.
She was like really getting it in. And then, so I remember, I'll never forget it, Drake was playing like table tennis and there was a... So say like he's playing table tennis out there. There was like a PC in here and we ran into the PC to type his name to see like if it's him. And I remember I was looking out, looking at him like, yeah, it's Drake. And then 40's producer come up to us and said, can you get any weed? And we called out the man.
That's such an American
thing like, to say. Since we came back from like Canada, like
we can't get any weed.
So we got him weed, and he was like, "Thank you so much. What can we do for you?" And we was like, "Can we meet Drake and get him on a camera?" That's how I got the footage.
Right.
So then he took us in the studio, and
wow, that's a cheap exchange.
Yeah, no, but we weren't even thinking. No, do you know what? We asked for two things. Sorry. We asked to...
from their part.
The weed.
Yeah.
That's what they wanted. That's
That's
like,
crazy.
No weed since we've touched down.
Okay.
And then what was that? We had this vlog that we was doing. That was another thing that was really popular. Because a lot of people weren't doing that. You know, like social media now, everyone's documenting. But we had this vlog because the guy in our group was a cameraman.
Right.
That's what gave us the edge. So like that's why our videos, I'll show you some of the videos. They were like,
quality.
So that's
okay.
what made us stand out.
Right.
So we got Drake on our vlog. And then we asked for the Successful beat.
Okay.
So we've got a version of Successful on YouTube, which is the actual beat. Like most people that did a cover was like a rip off, but they gave us the actual
real beat.
Real beat. So anyway, a couple months later, Drake blows up. We go back to that email like, oh shit, we got a message 40, and then they've changed their email. And
oh no, they leveled up. Oh no, that's annoying. So,
yeah, I haven't seen Drake ever since, but I got the footage, and when I run into him, I'm gonna be like, yo.
This is
the first time.
You should post it on socials and at him.
I have, but
yeah. It's gonna be hard to. I guess there's so much noise online. So okay, cool. So you had that encounter, like you was in circles. Continue like about your career.
Had that encounter. Then we went on tour with Chipmunk. This is all 2010. 2010 was a crazy year. 2010 met Drake, met Rihanna, did all this stuff. Tyler, there's so many other names. Then we went on tour with Chipmunk. Yeah. Chipmunk brought us on tour. We're all from North London, so that's like our brother.
Yeah.
He brought us
I remember Chip on Fire Alive. He was like, I remember him.
He was like a real superstar. I don't think we have superstars anymore. I saw girls fainting over him, and that don't happen anymore.
I used to love Chipmunk. Yeah, I remember.
And then he brought us on tour, and then Diversity took us on tour. Do you remember Diversity?
Yes, I remember Diversity.
Diversity took us on tour. Ashley Banjo and Perry with the hair.
Oh, wicked.
Yeah, they brought us on tour. That was an arena tour as well. So that was like 8,000 people a night. That was a whole different level to Chip's tour.
8,000 people a night?
That was like 8,000 people a night, arena tour. Took us on tour. That was in like December. And then I remember everyone was like, you need a single. Because we never had a single.
Were you signed at this point or no?
No, we weren't signed.
Okay, all right.
So we just had a big buzz, and there was like, we need a single. We didn't have no money for the single to like put a big song together with a campaign and everything. But then this guy called Rooney from Risky Roadz. You won't even remember Risky Roadz either because you weren't even a grime. So there was this big grime documentary called Risky Roadz. Right. Your friend Ray will know what that is. And the person that made that documentary got a big investment deal from these two billionaires to start his own record label. Right. And we was the artist that he found that he wanted to sign. So same way he approached me, he approached us like, yo, love what you lot doing. I want to sign to my label.
Oh.
Yeah.
Out of nowhere?
Out of nowhere. He was just like...
How did he find you?
Because he's been... Like, we had a buzz. Like, we was building a big buzz.
Okay.
And then, he signed us to his label. And we brought out this single called We Know. And we felt like the single was going to change our lives. Yeah. It was going to be multi-millionaires. Everyone was going to be rich. It was going to be on a yacht. Life was going to change. Yeah. And then the single came out. And I remember the first week was looking to see where it charted. We wasn't even in, like, the top 100.
But it's the one single, though.
That's what I'm saying. But the people that we signed with, they never had experience. They just had money.
Right.
So I remember meeting Twin B's who signed Wretch and Stormzy.
Right.
He was saying, forget about where you charted, just come again, be consistent, just come back again. So when we
was he a part of the
no, he was just someone that was just watching what we're doing, and he was, because we went on he's got a breakfast show on Extra,
right?
So we went on his show for an interview,
right?
And I remember him saying to us, like, off camera, come back again, even if your single doesn't do too good, come back again.
Yeah.
But the label that we was with, they spent like over 20 grand on the whole campaign. So they got nervous and felt like, oh, if we go again, we're going to have to spend another 20 grand. And what if you don't chart again?
But did they do, at the time,
yeah.
I'm putting on my little work strategy head now, like, but did they do like an analysis of, okay, cool, so what was it about this single that didn't blow? Like, was it the visuals, or was it the type of song it was? Or like did they do that or no?
No, they didn't. I know what it was. I think it was a type of song it was.
What type of song was it?
It was like, it was commercial to what we do. What got us all the attention in the beginning, we had a sound. That's what I said. We had a song called Marvel Music.
And that went.
That was the birth of like that sound we had. And then the song that they signed was still Marvel Music, but it was like a commercial version of what we do. Because we got kind of nervous ourselves. I blame us. I take full accountability. We felt like this is our opportunity to get on radio. So let's make something that's radio friendly.
Right.
I've learned so much since then. I don't even care about radio and what I do now. I go straight for what the people want. We should have tried to please our audience, because that's who's buying it in the first place. But we were trying to please the industry. So I mean, let's make a radio friendly song, TV friendly song.
It's a bit of a catch-22 though with music, because I feel like you yes, do stuff for the people, but you want to do stuff where you're gonna get booked. No, like
yeah,
what's
the when they book you, who's coming to the booking?
No, people.
Yeah,
correct.
They dictate everything. The industry moves of what the people
want
are
as well.
Got
about. you.
But we didn't know that. We was that's what I'm saying. We were talking about. We're like what, 19, 20, 21.
Yeah.
We're real young in the game, and also, the industry, the game, the scene wasn't like how it is now.
Right.
That's why we have so much respect, because we kind of helped build the pillars for. It wasn't like how it was now, where Stormzy can come out with like a song called "Shut Up" and
blow, basically.
Blow. Do you know what I mean? Just shoot a video in the park and blow, without having to like make a radio-friendly song or suck up to the industry. We were 3 black boys, Nigerian, Ghanaian, and Ugandan from Tottenham. We was going into record labels, and they were saying. I remember one label was saying it was out. They wanted to sign 2 groups. It was Out of Us and The Wanted. Remember The Wanted?
No. Wait. Are they?
And one
why?
of them died recently. I think he had some sort of.
I feel like I know who The Wanted are.
Yeah, they
I feel
had
like
a song called
pop, just a normal pop group, right?
Group,
okay, yeah.
Group. And it was out of them. There was a label called Geffen, and they wanted to sign. They was looking for a group to sign. It was out of The Wanted and
yourself.
Us. Mr. Wanted went on to do incredible things, so maybe that was in their destiny. But it was Out of Us to it. And I remember them saying like, "We love what you lot do, but we don't know how we're going to market you to like."
Oh, is
you know
it?
What I mean? To, like,
they
didn't
Sheffield,
know. They didn't know.
Yeah, they didn't know it. But now it's the culture.
That's what I'm saying. If
it's
I could
popular.
Go back,
I
would have said, let's just keep doing what's making all these people come. And then the right person that has a vision for us will find us. Because that's what I'm like now.
Yeah.
I like people that like... That's why I wanted to come on your show, because you came to me.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So that means that you genuinely have an interest, and whatever we do, you're going to put your heart in it, so we can go 50-50.
Yeah.
But we was like coming... We had that desperate energy. You can feel it,
that you were really desperate.
Yes.
But the thing is, though, I feel like... It's a catch-22 with this desperate energy thing, because at the same time, like I came to you, you may have been like, right, this girl's moving mad desperate. Why did you want?
No,
do you know what I mean?
Energy, though, that was love.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I know the difference between desperate.
Do you?
Yeah, like desperate energy is when like you're messaging me. You've only messaged me like 2-3 times.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Hey, you still good?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like we already established that our intentions are in there.
Yeah.
Desperate energy is when like you just keep picking up like.
I know.
Are you sure that? Do you know what I mean? It's like, bro, I said
please,
yeah. So that's what we was like constantly trying to. I remember we bought this beat for like £5,000.
Huh?
Yeah.
What kind of beat was this? From who?
So basically, Wiley had this song that charted.
Yeah.
And we found out who the producer was. Realised it's some producer from New York.
Yeah.
We contacted him, and he told us that the beat's £5,000, and we found the money. And even how we found the money. Do you want to know how we found the money?
How did you find the money?
So basically, my friend Vertex, big up Vertex wherever you are. He was the 3rd member.
Do you still talk to him?
Not really. That's why I said wherever you are. Yeah, I'd speak to him, but not like how I speak to the other member, Double S. We talk all the time. Literally just spoke just now. Vertex lives in Ghana now, so
He's got a different life.
But he was like the go-getter of the group. Do you know what I mean? You know, the person that takes the risk and he took a mad risk. He saw a woman with a chrome Audi R8 parked up. Asian woman, and he walked in and said, I like your car, I do videos, I love this, and then obviously they connected, and then like he just went for it and just said, fuck it, like we're at the brink of like blowing up and we need £5,000 to get to the next level, and like she did it. And she took us to this. Not only did she give us the £5,000, she took us to
what?
Is it
where is my lucky life? Why can't I just walk out and see a nice Mercedes? Hello, I just need 20,000 just to fund my life.
That changed my perspective. I do shit like that all the time now. The amount of
and she just gave you the money.
She gave us the money. She gave us £5,000.
No way.
Is it Marvell? Is that the club in Oxford Street? Is it?
I don't go to them fancy clubs, you know. I don't
think she took us to this club in Oxford Street. Marvell Pixie-Lot was there. There was paparazzi. She was in a tracksuit because she knew the owner. We was all dressed up. She had her card in the club. And like,
sounds like an angel.
She was now I know what I know now.
Yeah,
she probably was.
She was
like,
an angel.
They're called Destiny helpers. So
we all meet them, by the way.
Yeah,
I've met loads
for sure, and I'm aware now to identify them.
Yeah,
at that time, I just thought he finessed her.
You
know what I mean? Like, that's what I thought at the time. I was like, bro, you are sleep. I didn't was like the gallus of the group. So I was like, oh.
I want to see what Vertex. Let me Google what Vertex looks like, because I want to. I need to picture this.
Where are you from?
Vertex. I'm Jamaican.
Yeah, girls love that. You probably This picture, let me see.
Where's he? Is he Nigerian?
No, Ghanaian.
Oh, so you're the Nigerian one.
I'm Nigerian and Double S is Uganda.
Okay, let me have a look. Vertex. Yeah. Look at me. I'm typing Vertex. I see Vertex Pharmaceuticals. Vertex.
VERTEX.
Hold on. You all have such interesting names, by the way. I heard why you called yourself Shocka, because apparently you wanted to shock everybody that you're doing bits as well.
Yeah, it's got two meanings. It's actually got an acronym, which I mentioned in the TED Talk.
Yeah, you did. You spoke about that. Mm-hmm. What's the acronym again? Remind us.
The acronym is spiritual healer others can know is around them.
And you just thought of that by yourself? And
it just came to me. It just
out of nowhere.
It just descended on me like one day, like
that's
I was
so
spelling
sick.
my name and like it's just spiritual
healing.
I was like the H-O others, and I was like, oh my god, that's actually what I do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, the more I be myself and share my story, other people see it and they're like, yo. And I was like, it's me.
So like,
it just makes sense.
I love it. I love the meaning behind it. By the way, I don't think that this is Vertex. You know, like, I'm going on Google. Is it
that's him? Yeah.
Which one?
The one.
But this is when he was like young.
One him there.
I'll click onto it. Let's have a look. Oh, there's a spider. You better go. We don't need you in the podcast. At the middle.
That's one him there.
Oh yeah, he's nice. Hi Vertex.
You won't be, man.
But yeah, sorry.
Yeah, he taught me so much, like unconsciously, about him knowing just his actions by the way he moved. Obviously, he had obviously as we do, we have our bad traits.
Yeah, of course.
Just focusing on his positives. That was one of his biggest strengths, being able to go out and just make shit happen.
Yeah.
Like, we had something we used to do called Marvel Mondays. That's something Ray might remember too. Like, every Monday we'll have a new video and a new song.
Every Monday? For how long?
We did it for like 2-3 months.
That's so consistent.
And the fact that like Vertex has managed to like find a location in a week and then find another location, like
he was just on it,
like he'll call up someone, can we use your store, we're a group, we'll be able to get you these amounts.
I need Vertex on my team.
He's incredible. So I know, like, wherever he is in Ghana,
he's doing bits.
Yeah,
so because of his actions.
And I was like, oh, who's that woman? He showed me a picture. Yeah. And I was like, who's that woman on the left? He was like, oh, that's the president's daughter. And I was like, yeah.
Of course.
I was like, yeah,
because he's been grafting, he's been moving, he knows what he's doing.
I don't even I don't worry about us. Like, that's why it's mad, because like Marvel is when the superheroes come together.
Yeah, it makes sense now.
Episode. So
yes.
Episode. He's.
I want you guys to come back together and make things happen one day.
I actually messaged Vertex when N-Dubs come together. I sent him their tour date because it's all sold out. I was like, bruv.
If you've done that, then you never know. Oh my gosh, let's do it. I'm putting it out in the universe. But alright, cool. So going back to your career a little bit. So obviously you mentioned that in 2010 2010, but then 2011 you got dropped.
Yeah, 2011 we got dropped.
Why? What happened? How did that conversation happen? Talk to me.
We got called in for a meeting.
Okay.
By the label. I'll never forget it.
What was you thinking when you got called into the meeting?
We kind of knew by the energy because prior to them calling us in, there wasn't really like answering calls and yeah.
Quick water break, quickly.
Which I now understand that's a normal thing. I've been signed 3 times. Just signed a new record deal with Virgin. So like.
What, recently?
Recently, like literally like a couple months ago.
Oh my gosh, amazing!
Thank you.
That's sick. Like, that's celebrate. Well done.
Yeah,
like,
there, though,
okay, yeah.
I'm aware that I like all this going on.
Yeah, I know.
We'll get there. But so now I know how labels run. That's what I'm saying. I've had a lot of time to go back and be like, oh, that was just a game. It was just unexperienced. I mean, it was just an experience.
So they do this all the time. They drop people all the time.
Right. As soon as you're not hot or your thing goes wrong, then you see a whole different side to them. So it's business. You know when they say it's business? And like, we didn't get that because our ethos is completely opposite. We take everyone in.
It's loyalty, isn't it?
It's loyal, like family, like, and we didn't understand because they brought us to their houses and we met their kids.
That's painful.
And you know what's so funny? Yeah, there was 2 of them that signed us, Mark and Dean, and I just reconnected with both of them. You know,
recently
after all these years, I'm doing that mental health work with one.
Oh, wicked!
Yeah, so we managed to sit down and talk about it, and I asked him questions like, why didn't you
save
do another
us?
single?
Yeah,
and he told me that it's because there was a cap on the money that they was getting from their investors. So I didn't know that. We just knew they're millionaires, so it wasn't making sense.
Yeah.
Why you not? But they didn't tell us. I don't know if they was embarrassed to say, but there was a cap on the money, so they couldn't go again and get so.
It is business though.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Like it's very similarly to in the workplace when someone's been let go or whatever it is, or being made redundant. Yeah. It's similar. It's like the money isn't there, and you're not giving us the most return on investment. So that makes sense. But when you had that conversation, how did it actually take place?
So it was like a room like this. We sat down. They had a paper that had all our expenses on it because we was ordering Addison Lees everywhere. Ordering pizzas.
You're living fine life.
Living the life. All the money we spent on tour, in the hotels and everything. And then they was just like, you got to pay us back all this money. Yeah, that's how it goes though. That's how it goes.
You're lying.
Yeah, everyone talking about their advance that they got. Yeah, it's money up front, but you still have to pay it back. Whether you're going to recoup it through your sales or like
you had to pay it back.
Yeah, we had to. Well, I think we finessed ourselves. We finessed our way out of that. I know we didn't pay back all of it.
How much was it roughly? I'm curious to know.
They spent maybe about 40. Maybe about 40 bags. 40, 50 bags.
That's not crazy.
Yeah, it's not crazy.
I thought it was going to be like in the hundreds and whatever.
No, it's not crazy. Don't quote me on it though.
But roughly.
It was, to us at that time, it seemed like fucking...
Like, because that's like, my whole life done.
And we weren't even thinking about that. We were just thinking about the opportunity. Like, when we signed, like, I remember we signed outside Costa. You know what I mean? Like, I remember like when whoever was the last to sign.
Look, impact over numbers. How do I spread that message across to youngsters? I'm trying to influence a generation amongst us. That's all about clout. If Jesus was alive, what will be in his account? I don't know the exact amount. I just know after he died, I still hear his name about. Legacy, that's what it's about. I'm trying to leave a legacy before I sign out. Ooh, impact over numbers.